Good morning, mamas. Good morning, mamas. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. I know this is early and kind of not like me, but I wanted to get on here while I could. If you are a mom and you have been looking for a way to make digital income without you not having to do the most, without you not having to get a second job, girl, with you just showing up as who you are today, sis, this live is going to be for you. I'm going to get straight into this. I'm the creator and founder of the Mompreneur Method. And if you do not know what that is, it is a done for you digital income system, sis. It's built for moms who literally have no experience, don't know what to say, don't know how to show up online, but they are interested in making an income. Inside of my community and my program, I show you step by step. I help you. I speak to you in mom language so you can understand, so you can start creating a bag for yourself. When I got started with digital products, 20 months ago, y'all, it's literally been up. I think I'm about to hit my 20-month anniversary on the 11th of February. Yeah, on the 11th of February. Girl, I was burnt out. I was tired. I was stuck. My husband was working 2 full-time jobs to try to support us, and I felt guilty. I felt terrible. And I felt like I wanted to do more. I didn't want to have to get a second job like him. But I felt like I was a single mom because my husband worked so much. He was gone for 22 hours a day. And baby, I didn't sign up for that. Okay. I didn't sign up for that. And so I had tried so many different side hustles. I had dibbled and dabbled in so many different things. I never really stayed consistent at it because it was so hard for me to do it because I didn't see results. Once I found digital products, y'all, digital marketing, everything changed for me. And, it just literally has been my passion. I really, truly feel like God put it on my heart, and my purpose is to help so many other moms really just get out of not even just debt, but just the rat race of just feeling like I have to work harder. I have to kill myself in order to make money, because that is not the case. If you are someone who's like, man, the only way I can make some money is if I have to work, 40 hours overtime, 60 hours of overtime, sis, that's not living. And again, I wanted to kind of quickly show you this done for you income system, how it works, and how you can literally start using it today so you can generate income. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I always go back and repost my lives, answer any questions that you may have. So again, ask away. But I'm going to quickly show you, I'm going to flip my screen around and just kind of quickly show you. Y'all don't pay attention to my desk, how dirty it is. But this is MPM. Like I mentioned, it is a community for moms ready to learn digital marketing A through Z and build a brand, earn income, all while balancing motherhood, because all we do is hustle and moms is. Now, again, I don't know if I have any moms in here right now, but mama, no matter your experience, no matter what you're doing, where you work, it does not matter your story, the struggles that you may have, you can generate income, okay? Now, how you're gonna do that is by having a digital asset that is done for you that you can sell over and over and over. Now, I know you probably wondered, girl, I can't sell nothing. I'm not a seller. I don't do that. It is not selling when you are telling your story and you're showing up. You get online every single day, you scroll every single day for free. You can get paid for that. When you sharing posts, when you sharing happy birthday Beyonce, happy birthday Nicki Minaj, and all that, that is a form of digital marketing. When you recommend something to your homegirl, your sister, your auntie, or whatever, that is a form of digital marketing. So regardless of you thinking that you don't have the skills to do this, I'm here to tell you that you actually do. Now, what really can change the game for you is if you have a done for you income system, okay? A system that you don't have to build anything, you don't have to create anything, you literally just plug in and you go from there. And that is exactly what MPM is. So I want to kind of quickly show you just some testimonies about the community, just so you can kind of understand. I'm just telling you now, so I'm not wasting any of y'all time. If you are not a mom, this live is probably not going to be for you. So you won't get irritated. So you won't be like, what are you talking about or whatever. If you're not a mom, I'm telling you, you might want to exit now because I hate to bore you, okay? But these are just some of the moms inside of the community that have left testimonies. I have Miranda here that says she has become more productive. Lately, I have been in my head about things that didn't matter, but the productive mama module gave me the pick me up I needed to get back on track, from teaching us how to give ourselves grace. Let me keep reading. To the Bible scriptures, it all has helped to strengthen my spirit and get me back on track. I'm happy to say I have officially launched, and it's not perfect, but it's progress, and that is what MPM teaches you. Yes. And then I have Shawan here that says, truly more than just a mom. Oh my God, you were built for this. Had me in tears and I felt seen, heard, and empowered. So y'all, not only is MPM, good morning, not only is MPM just, a digital income system, but sis, it's a supportive community of moms, okay? When I built this community, what I didn't want was just a whole bunch of random people in my community. I wanted people that were action takers, women that actually wanted to change their life. I get online and I share my story with y'all all the time of how digital marketing personally changed my life. And God put it on my heart that, I needed to help other moms. So that is why I created this community. But I wanted to create it in a way where, after all of my different experiences of trying different things and never really seeing my way through, it was because nobody really gave me that step by step. I mean, yes, you would give me some good information and that's cool, but actually having a step by step, telling me what to do, telling me what to say, I knew moms needed that. Sis, it's plenty of income for all of us out here. I know people are always saying, well, digital marketing is saturated. There's so many people doing it, but there's not anybody that has your story. There's not anybody that has your struggle. And all of those things is what makes you you. And that's what makes people resonate with you. And that's what makes people buy from you. Okay. And that's what I talk about inside of here. We got Miranda here that says simplicity. Y'all, Miranda she has made over $800,000 in digital marketing, okay? And even hearing her say this, first of all, she just said simplicity. First of all, I want to say that I have a lot of courses, and this is the simplest and most broken down course that I have in my collection. It's not overcomplicated, it's straight to the point, and I love that. There's no confusion here, and I'm happy to be part of the Mompreneur Method, okay? And again, so many moms, y'all, in here that have babies on their hips, that are working, are able to generate income, but you need a system to help you do that, okay? Again, yes, you can go on YouTube and you can look up information, but it would take you forever to try to put and compile this together. As a mom, we are limited on time. We don't have that much time in a day, okay? So again, you need a system that you can listen to on the go. You can listen to while you're in the car ride, while you're at your kids' sporting events, while you're cleaning, while you're doing things that you do every single day, and learn, implement, and start generating income, okay? If I can do this, mama, you can do this as well, okay? So I want to kind of just quickly show you some of the modules so you have an idea. One thing that I do cover is mindset, y'all. One thing about making money, okay? You can learn a skill, you can do that, but if your mind is toe up from the flow up, ain't nobody gonna believe you. If you don't believe in you, if you don't think that it's possible, if you think that the only way you can generate incomes is if you kill yourself and you work hard and you work 80 hours, 40 hours of overtime, again, this probably not gonna be for you. But if you're a mom who says, you know what? I can make money with ease. There are opportunities for me to make money constantly, always around me. When you realize that, everything can shift. And I'm just speaking from experience, y'all. I used to think that the only way that I can make money is I got to climb the corporate ladder. I got to be miserable. I got to be on a job that I hate, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Once I shifted my mindset, everything changed for me. And I started, making money with ease. I started making money like I still to this day, obviously wake up to deposits. And I never thought that was possible. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping other moms see that as well. Sis, you can make money while you out at brunch. You can make money while you dropping the kids off at school, while you with the kids at the park. That is the beauty of this. As you're spending money, more money is coming back to you, but you have to learn these skills and you have to have that mindset. You have to adopt that mindset. If you have the mindset of, that just can never happen for me. That doesn't happen for people like me. Where I come from, that's never heard of. You're going to stay in that cycle. So that, again, one thing that I cover in the mindset module is, like I said, it's catered to a mom to fit a mom. And as you can see what kind of the moms were saying, it really makes you feel seen and heard, because I know what it's like to deal with mom guilt, self-confidence. And then on top of that, trying to run a business, sis, you know what I mean? So again, I cover all of that, like things like, why mindset is 80% of this, okay? Again, you can go on YouTube, you can go through ChatGPT, but if your mindset is messed up, sis, you're never going to get anywhere. I hate to say it like that, but I'm going to say it to you, okay? I do cover like 7 mind shifts you need to literally have a successful business. I go over why you are more than just a mom. And like I said, mom guilt and self-confidence, mindset and energy alignment, the importance of writing a letter to yourself, okay? Understanding when you look in the mirror, sis, who do you see? We got to tap into that, because if we're going to change our life and do something different, baby, it starts with us. You got to be proud of yourself when you look at that reflection of you, okay? You got to see yourself, sis, I am successful. I am a millionaire. You know what I mean? And you have to have that mindset. I can't say that enough. Talking about limiting beliefs and all of that. Again, for a lot of us, that stemmed from our childhood. That stemmed from our parents because of their upbringing and how their relationship was money. I cover all of that in here. And then I also include daily affirmations, scriptures to stand on when it comes to your business in order to be successful, but for women, for moms, okay? Now, also, I do just cover just a basic understanding of what digital marketing is. And all of these modules in here are podcast style friendly. They're meant for you to listen to them on the go, like I mentioned, so you're not locked in at a screen. It has a higher success rate for audio, recordings. It's been like proven that that works a lot better than trying to stare at a screen, trying to remember what's going on. And I don't know about y'all as a mom, child, I be struggling with ADHD sometimes, so it's hard for me to focus. And so again, when I was building this community, I knew the importance of that. I knew that there were other moms out there just like me that, hey, I want to learn a skill. I want to get myself to that next level, but I just don't have time. So the modules are really like bite-sized friendly. You can get through them fairly quickly. I go over having a strong foundation. Sis, if your foundation ain't strong, that's why a lot of us would start so many side hustles and then quit. Start and then quit, start and then quit. But if you start on a strong foundation, understanding your why, sis, it's going to be easy to show up. You're going to show up when people aren't supporting you. You're going to show up when you don't have a lot of people in your life. You know why? Because your foundation is strong. You have to lay that groundwork first in order for your business to be successful. I also go over positioning and how important that is so you can actually be positioned with purpose while you're online. We're not doing this just for our health, sis. We're doing this to actually show up, to actually be successful, and to actually make an impact, and to actually obviously make money, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I also go over ChatGPT. One thing that, oh, baby, when it comes to ChatGPT, I'm probably one of the codest, okay? People don't even understand, but the importance of learning how to use it. Y'all, ChatGPT is helping people create $1 million businesses literally within 10 minutes. You just don't know how to talk to your ChatGPT. So inside of that module, I show you how to do all that and just using it for everyday mom life. Y'all, I use ChatGPT to plan my meals, to help me with my kids' school curriculum, their homeschooling curriculum, all of that. And I also use it as my personal assistant to run my business. The next module I have in here is the Selling Mama module, which is a lot of moms' favorites because it's all things sales psychology. Very detailed module, like I said, podcast style learning where you get all of this information. I talk about why your story sells, knowing your customer like a homegirl, how to sell without feeling salesy, how to build trust that actually converts, messaging that actually moves people, sales do's and don'ts. And like I said, all podcast style friendly, okay? So again, mama, you can listen to it and go as you getting the kids ready for school, you can listen to it and the information is actually easier to retain that way. And I explain all of this in a way where it's not that I'm necessarily, I'm teaching you, right? But I like it because I knew how I was. I'm like, it's hard for me to try to learn and listen to somebody like give a lecture. I want to talk to somebody like is my homegirl because that's going to be easier for me. Baby, I got a lot going on. These kids be getting on my damn nerves. My husband, he got a lot going on. I don't have time to just be locked in and be, oh, let me try to be a student, for once. No, I like to learn as if, like, I like it to be fun. So inside of here, girl, I cuss a little bit. Talk about Jesus a little bit because that's important. But the important thing is, sis, making money, running a business, it should be fun. Yes, you're gonna have moments where yes, it can get overwhelming and everything like that. But for the most part, y'all, like I get paid and you can be getting paid to literally do the everyday things that you do. I turn me vacuuming in my house, me walking up the steps, me going on a walk with my kids, me going to brunch, me going and doing the laundry into content that pays me anywhere from $400 to about $3,000 a day. Mama, if I can do that, you're capable of that as well too. And like I said, I did all of the work for you. I built this system for you so you don't have to worry about, well, what am I going to create? How am I going to do this? Now, I know you probably see a lot of reels, a lot of shorts, a lot of content where people saying, oh, you can just go on Canva, create a little $27 product and sell it 100 times. Sis, we're not trying to work too hard. Every time you resell NPM as your own, you make $400, 100 profit. 100% profit. That's all you, okay? This isn't affiliate. I don't take a piece of it. Your sale is your sale. Your money is your money. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm sure even if you just sold one a month, which I know you can do more than that, but even if you just sold one a month, who couldn't take an extra $400? I'm sure that could cover a bill, but if you sell two of them, that could basically almost cover a portion of your rent, a portion of your mortgage. Who does not want that? So again, mama, before you think about signing up for Amazon Flex, before you think about signing up for DoorDash and Spark and working hard, putting your life at risk for a couple of pennies, think about how you can have a digital asset that you can sell over and over and over. Y'all, I've been selling the same digital products for over 20 months. And I haven't switched up my strategy. So it works. And I'm telling you that it works. I've made over $300,000 as a complete beginner. Almost didn't start because I too used to think, Oh, this is a scam. It's too good to be true. There's no way. But no, we are in a generation of people want to learn skills fast and implement it so they can start generating income as well too. Once you lock that in and realize that that is a problem that you can solve as a mom without you having to create anything with and you just showing up as you, why would you not? Okay? So I also cover marketing, branding, how to actually set up your website, all of that. There's free options, there's paid options. I cover all of that in the Set It Up Shop Mama. I also have a module to show you how to strictly launch NPM as your own. Okay. So, literally, step by step, what you're going to be doing on a daily basis, the type of content you're going to be posting, all of that. Okay. I also have a module in here on live streaming, the importance of that. Now, if that's something that you want to do you have to do that in order to be successful? No. But just like how y'all see I have my camera turned around, if you're someone who's shy, sis, you ain't got to show your face. You don't have to show your face at all. Okay. I also go over mentoring. I cover content, how to create content that actually converts. If you've ever watched any of my YouTube videos, people always know me for always saying everything is content, because it is, sis. Everything is content. When you learn to lock in, and like I said, I don't care if you got, I always tell people all the time, I don't care if you got a white refrigerator, sis. You can make, you know why? Because somebody else got a white refrigerator, and when they see it, they're going to resonate with it. It's all about storytelling and resonating, but actually being helpful and actually serving people. Once you learn to do that, and you're going to learn all of that inside of NPM, sis, your earning potential is truly uncapped, okay? You're going to learn how to protect your business. I go over editing tips, how to be more productive as a mom, the importance of that, because that also flows into your business. If you can't be productive, if you don't learn how to schedule things, if you don't know how to lead with God and have a God-led routine, sis, your life will be chaotic. That's what we don't want, okay? We want to be successful. We want to make money in our sleep. We want to make money with ease. We ain't doing too much, but we have to be productive, okay? I also go over YouTube, Instagram, Canva, email marketing. I have some PLRs in here that you can also sell as your own. So done for you, ebooks, guides, templates that you can use. You can put together a vote if you want to sell that. Y'all, again, this is what I mean when I say everything is done for you. I go over how to create your own digital product if that's something that you want to do. Or, you know what I mean? Or even if you don't. You don't have to go through that module. All of these modules you literally can go through, get what you need, leave what you don't. But the really cool and game changer about all of this is, let me show y'all, and the real game changer is, because I know that this system works and because I know that you can be successful, when I say I have eliminated every excuse for every mama out there, well, sis, I want to start, but I'm shy. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know how I'm going to show up on social media. I don't know what to post. I don't know what to talk about if I've never made any money for it. Sis, I've eliminated all that, and I'm about to quickly show you. So not only do you get all of these bite-sized modules that are podcast style friendly that you can listen to on the go, but you also get a 24/7 digital personal assistant that I built for you that literally is trained on all of this information plus more. Like I said, I've made over $300,000 selling digital products. So I literally pumped all of my knowledge inside of this bot. But on top of that, I have students that have made over $600,000. I have a couple of students that have made their first six figures now. I have students that literally, one of my students who had never used a computer before, had only used a typewriter, y'all. She had a jitterbug phone. She was 66 years old when she got started, literally scaled her business to over $80,000 as a complete beginner. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I have so many proven results. You can definitely check out my Instagram page. I have testimonies and stuff like that on there. But I pumped all of that stuff because once I figured out, because I ain't gonna lie, when I first got started, I'm like, okay, well, maybe this could be a fluke. Maybe I'm just, lucking up. But no, when you implement a system and you have a system and you go by that system, sis, that is how you generate income. It's not about selling 18 different products, 5 different products, jumping from course to course. You have one system that actually works and you sell that over and over and over. And that's how you actually make real income, okay? If you go on my page and look, I've been talking about the exact same thing for literally the same almost 2 years now, y'all, because it works. Okay, when you see people talking about this product one day, the next product the next day, this product, that means that they're not making money. That's what they're trying to switch it up and trying to do something else. If something is working, you're going to keep showing up. But to eliminate the moms that have any doubt that feel like they can't do this is Mama Bot, and I want to quickly show y'all what she look like because she real cute, y'all. Let me show y'all. So if you go into the Hey Mama Start here, so when you get inside of NPM, this is going to be the first place. Obviously, you're going to start. This is Mama Bot, okay? And again, I built her. I pumped all of my knowledge. She literally has over 12,000 hours of training. Every tip, every note that I have gave my mentees to help them with their personal strategy, I have pumped it in here, and I have hey, do this, do that. I've taught her how to do everything. She can do image generation. She can tell you what to post, tell you how to show up, every single thing you need to run your business. So all you have to do is copy and paste. Sis, if you can copy and paste, you can start making anywhere from $400 to $3,000 a day as well too. So again, I don't care if you're a beginner. I don't care if you don't have a social media presence. It does not matter. I'm talking about starting from scratch, starting from zero. You can do this, okay? So just to kind of give you a quick little overview, I'm going to go into her and ask her a few questions so you can kind of see for yourself. So the first thing I know people always want to know is like, okay, how do I even find my brand voice? So I'm going to quickly show you. Let me go into, how do I find my brand voice? I'm a complete beginner and I don't know what to necessarily talk about when it comes to this whole digital marketing thing. But I would like to start generating income as soon as possible. So I'm going to drop that in her. Okay, she said, okay, mama, thank you for keeping it real. And let me just say this. You're exactly who NPM was created for. You don't need to be an expert. You need to have it or have it all figured out. You just need to be honest, show up consistently, and let me guide you through this without the flub. Now, let's find your brand voice. Now, my GPT that I built, y'all, this ain't no just giving you some generic answers and you just copy and paste. No, she's going to ask you actual questions to fit your brand, because that's the important thing. Everybody feels like they have to change who they are, or you'll see somebody maybe that you admire online, you see them winning, you see them making money, you're like, okay, well, I need to do the exact same thing. And this is why so many moms get stuck. This is why so many moms start and then stop, start and then stop. If you show up as yourself, if you show up as your true divine self, sis, that is when the people are going to come. You don't have to change who you are in order to make money. You need to be yourself. The faster that you are being yourself and showing up as you, the faster you're going to actually make an income. So as you can see, she asked you just a couple of questions here. How do your friends describe your personality? When you post online or think about it, what feels the most natural? And literally, you answer these questions, okay? What kind of mamas do you want to help or relate to? Busy working moms, moms starting over, shy moms, moms who feel stuck, okay? So she's going to help you and guide you to actually build your brand voice so you can show up accordingly online, so you can actually be able to convert and get sales, okay? When do you want what do you want people to feel when they come across your content? Okay, some people may say seen, some people may say encouraged, fired up, curious, motivated, whatever that is. You answer these questions and she's gonna basically build your brand and all of your content around that. So this is what I mean when I say done for you. Okay, you don't have to think, you don't have to worry, you don't have to go through these modules and still be left alone, still stuck, and still trying to figure out a way to like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because I know what that's like. I've been in different communities where I thought it was going to be a life-changing experience, but I didn't even really get help. You know what I mean? Yes, there was modules there, but that was it. You know what I mean? Inside of NPM, sis, not only do you get this 24/7 bot that's going to help you answer all of your questions, so you're not feeling, you're not confused. You're not like, okay, what should I be posting? What should I be doing? But you get my phone number, okay? Because this is how passionate I am about this. I've been able to help over 500 plus moms now start their digital marketing businesses. So I know that this works. But sis, I'm telling you, it starts with you actually taking action. It's not about being perfect. It's not about even having confidence. That comes later as you consistently do the same things and continue to show up. And I'm telling you, if I can do this, you can do this as well. I used to once be a procrastinator, once be a person that had so many excuses, but I wanted my life to change. Your life doesn't change if you don't do anything different. So again, if you're looking for a way, mama, to make income, I'm telling you, this system is it. This is all that you need. And again, if you want to get to a point where you want to create your own, community and all of that, then you can do that. But I'm telling you from experience, master selling a done for you system over and over and over, so you don't have to go through that rat race of, oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I'm gonna do this. And this is why inside of NPM, I don't really go over so many different streams of income, because I noticed that the success rate of so many people will, okay, 1 minute I'm gonna sell the course. No, now I'm gonna focus on this income stream. Now I'm gonna focus on this other income stream. Now I'm gonna focus on this. Sis, you need one thing, okay? You don't need 1,000 different products. You just need one product, one winning product. And I've eliminated the thought of, well, who's my niche? Who am I going to talk to? It's the Mompreneur Method, sis. So you're talking to moms. You're talking to yourself. And That's a lot easier to do than trying to pretend that you are someone else, trying to impress and speak to everybody else instead of yourself. When you do that, it's easy for your community to come. Y'all know how many Facebook groups of women, how many thread groups, Twitter groups of moms there is that you can reach out to that want to learn, that want to generate income. That's why doing this makes this simple. That's why doing this really simplifies the process. Now, I want to also kind of show y'all, let me go into my other chat GPT real quick because I was online. I want to show y'all real quickly just how other things that she can do. So if I say, hey sis, I want to promote the freebie that is included inside of NPM, the free sneak peek. Could you give me a caption and a hook that I could post on Instagram that will generate some curiosity and even potentially sales? So I'm going to type this in Mama Bot, send that to her. And this is what I mean, y'all. Ask everything that you need to do on a daily basis. She's going to help you and give you word for word, okay? Copy and paste. This is what I mean, okay? So as you can see, the hook that she gives us, what if you can turn carpool combos and nap time into income? Boom. That's definitely going to spark a mama's curiosity, right? Now, again, you can tweak it. If you want to use that hook, you can use it. But this is what I mean. Copy that. Boom. Okay. Then she even gives us the caption. But what if I was like, well, damn, what should the video be, or, you know, or whatever like that? I can go back in there and ask her that. So she gave me my caption. She gave me my hook. Okay, sis, I need a idea of what do you think I should film, or how can I tell this story with using that hook on the screen. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little burpy in the morning. So boom, she even tells us video idea. You could be sitting in the car, carpool, pickup, or park, whispering during nap time. You're on the couch with your laptop. So do you see what I mean? She literally tells you what to do, tells you what to say. We put the hook on the, like, again. So this eliminates any thought, any idea of you ever feeling like, well, I mean, I want to, because this is the number one thing that I heard so many, and this is why I spent so much time building this community, because I want every mom to experience getting deposits when she wakes up and she sees it, getting deposits while she out spending money, getting deposits while she's out with the kids. You know what I mean? Sis, you deserve this life. And every mom, this is why I have my free guide. You're more than welcome to download it. It's linked down below in the description. Mama, you should be rich, because you should, not just financially, but mentally, sis, physically. You should not be stressing every single day about, damn, how am I going to pay these bills? Damn, I got to choose between, do I go work some overtime or do I be a present mom? We're not doing that in 2026, sis. Either you're going to be a consumer or you're going to be a producer. Now, that's completely up to you on what you want to do. But here's a system that everything is done for you, so you have no excuse. And then as far as one of the things that I love about Mama Bot is, baby, the images that she will generate for you. So now I ain't gonna lie, y'all know content is really, you know, people content is changing the game these days, right? And I know how sometimes it's like, well, girl, I just don't have time to be doing my makeup, doing my hair, all of that. How can I come up with like good content that actually, you know what I'm saying, is going to convert, all of that? How do I come up with images that, you know, will look engaging, things like that? Sis, she will generate images for you. So this is a picture of me. I just want to kind of quickly show y'all. Ooh, am I zooming out? Let me zoom out just a little bit. Okay. So I can drop a picture of me and be like, hey sis, can you generate a new image of me from this photo here for reference? Keep my facial features the same, keep my hair the same, but let's change my outfit and put me in a new environment. I want to wear something pink. And I definitely want to give boss mom vibes. So I can go in here, drop that, boom. And she will literally generate images for you. So these are things that you can drop into your story. You can do carousel posts. And even if you don't want to generate images of yourself, you can always, you know, just have her generate images. Like, for example, if you're doing story posts, right? I can go in Mama Bot and be like, hey, write me a story, like a story sequence that is going to bring, engagement to my page, that's going to bring eyes on, obviously NPM, because that's what I'm selling and everything like that, and possibly get me sales. I can ask her to help me write a poll, right? That's going to be engaging and bring in sales, y'all. But just like that, as you can see, literally within seconds, Mama Bot can generate a whole nother image of me just like that, and boom, I can use that. I can go back in and have her change it again, but she's on point with the image generation. So this is what I mean. done for you system, y'all. And literally you can run everything through Mama Bot, but on top of that, you have the modules inside of NPM, okay? You have step-by-step learning that's actually going to help you be successful, sis. And like I mentioned, you don't have to build anything. When you get inside of NPM, like I said, it's 100% profit. You keep all of your coin, okay? You can sell it for more than $397, but at minimum, that's what you have to sell it for. Every Tuesday, I have a live Q&A call. I get on here and I'll post the calls. As you can see, this is like one of the calls right here. I'm just gonna click on it, sorry, so y'all can kind of see. But every Tuesday, I get on, I answer questions that you have, I help you, I guide you, y'all. I'm in the middle of scaling my business to $1 million. I want moms to see this in live action, that if I can do this, you can do this as well. And that's what you get inside of NPM. Again, this is not a community just full of a whole bunch of random people. This is a community of moms who are ready for something different, moms who were tired of struggle, moms who were tired of trying to figure this all out alone. So if you are a mom, you've been praying for a way, this is a sign. There's a reason why you came across this live. There's a reason why you're coming back and watching the replay of this live, because you were meant for more. And mama, you deserve more, but you got to actually take action. Nothing is ever going to change if you don't change. And I know that's a scary thought. I know that's a different feeling, but do you really want to be in the same place that you was at last year? Do you really want to be stressing out by the end of this year about Christmas on how you're going to be able to do things for your kids? Do you really want to be stressed out about how you going to pay your bill, how you going to get the rent, how you going to get the mortgage? That's not living, sis. And again, once you decide to drop that mindset and adopt a rich mindset, everything changes for you. But I'm telling you, nothing changes if you don't change, okay? So again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can always hit me up on Instagram. I have some free resources down below. If you're still on the fence and you still haven't, not ready to make that move, y'all, you can literally get started with NPM for just $41 down, okay? I have eliminated every excuse for you not to generate income, sis. So again, this is not about you need more motivation. It's not about you needing more confidence. It's about you saying, you know what? I'm ready for something different. So again, before you sign up for Amazon Flex, before you sign up for DoorDash, before you sign up to do Spark and all of that, really think about how you can do this with ease, okay? I'm going to help you and guide you along the way. Like I said, you get my phone number. If you need help with setting up your website, all of that, okay? This is not something that you're doing alone and trying to figure out by yourself. You're actually getting real support and real results if you lock in, okay? So if y'all don't have any questions, like I said, I'm gonna go back and repost this live. I probably will be on a little bit later today, but I'm telling you, mama, digital products changed my life. Digital marketing changed my life, and it can change yours too. But you gotta do something about it. You gotta say yes. You can't be scared. You just gotta do it, y'all. I almost let $500 from myself. I almost let $500 hold me back from making over $300,000, okay? So don't do that, okay? But all right, y'all, I hope y'all have an amazing